And that turns red and you're good to go.
All right.
Have a lovely meeting.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
All right. I'd like to call to order the Tuesday, September 26, 2023 Harwich Youth Services Committee. All right. Good to see everybody. Everybody's here, which is great. And so first up, I would like to see if we can do a youth and family counselor's report.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I interrupt for just 1 second?
Please.
Only because Annalise was not here before and she has not met you.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Nice
to meet you.
Sorry.
My bad.
It's because she didn't show up to the last meeting. It's really her fault.
Oh boy.
Sorry. Thank you.
The last one either. Sorry. Report. Sorry. So let's see. So I have growing slowly individual caseload. There's still room for more. So if anyone is looking for someone for kind of short term or just to launch into whatever work that they need, that is certainly available. No waiting. I also have a few different things. One of which is up and just waiting for people, and then a few things that are kind of on the drawing board. So I don't know if any of you have seen this, but while you're waiting, group for folks who are either on a waiting list or who are in the process of trying to find a counselor. It's just an opportunity to have a check-in once a week and go over some coping skills. My hope is that it keeps people from needing higher levels of care because they're having to wait so long. So I've got one section for middle school age and one section for high school age. So that is available. It's going to be on Mondays.
And that's a group
It is a group,
situation?
yes.
Okay.
Yes,
That's a
exactly.
great idea.
Thank you.
That's really
So
good.
I've got flyers that are there. If y'all want to take them when we leave or whatever, that's totally fine. And then on the drawing board right now, I have a few different things that are in varying stages. I have a workshop of parent workshop for parenting emotions that I'm working on putting together. It's in the kind of design phase. That'll run beginning in October, once a month until the end of the school year, skipping December and February. Because of craziness that tends to happen in those months, and February is very short. And then other programming, I have a yarn crafting group that I'm working on putting together for teens that I'm hoping to have run like winter, January to March, kind of those tough months. And in collaboration with a few of the artists over at the 204, putting together a creative collaborative that's going to hopefully run sometime in February. That is because of the collaboration element very much also kind of on the drawing board stage of things. And then Girl Power, which is a group that Sheila had started working with the Council on Aging to get that up and running. We're looking at running beginning in March, going till the week before April vacation with that for third grade girls. Yes, that's what I've got now.
Fantastic. Any questions or anything like that about it?
That's fantastic.
That's awesome. With Girl Power, will you have, I know there was at one point talk of some alumni coming back to help.
Not with this go around. What
Okay.
I'd like to do, because it's my first time running it, is kind of run it the way it's been designed.
It was intended.
Exactly. And then what I'll do, I'm hoping to do at the end of it, is have a survey for participants, for volunteers, and for parents of participants.
Oh, good.
To just get some feedback and kind of then use that to figure out where we change, where we stay the same, and what we might do, just because it seems like a good next step kind of going forward.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
And the yarn, is that an intervention for at-risk, or is that for anybody?
I'm leaning towards that one being for folks who are experiencing anxiety, because it can be a really great calming feature, but I'm also, kind of toying with just keeping it open. And yarn crafting, I'm a knitter, but I also know a lot of folks that crochet or, weave or macrame, so keeping it open to kind of any or all of that.
She's macrame.
Ah, okay, very cool, very cool.
Oh, that's right.
Weaving, very good. Yeah, cool.
All right. Moving on to the fall social planning. I believe from our last conversation, we were discussing having it looking at dates trying to make sure that there wasn't any conflicts with any school programs or anything like that. And basically, we were thinking about Chatham, I believe. And so I am open to any suggestions, or also if we were trying to really focus in on what the activity was going to be, if we were going to have the laser tag back or an activity, what that would be. So I'll leave that up to put that out to the floor if anybody has any suggestions.
Did we have a time frame that we were looking at? I can't recall.
I believe we were looking, we decided to push it, I believe, to, was it like the first week of November or something like that? That way it was after, because
Yeah,
we didn't want to do
there's
it, we didn't want to do it leading up to Halloween, just because it's
A lot.
It's a lot.
Right.
And so we thought that maybe it'd be a good thing for be like a week after Halloween, I believe is when we were.
So
discussing.
November 3rd or November 10th? Oh, November 10th, there's no school.
And is there one more before Thanksgiving?
November 17th.
That one might be, I would stay away from that one because there seems to be a growing number of families who travel for the whole week of Thanksgiving.
Mm.
So we might want to not
Yeah.
do something right
Sounds
around
like
the
November
holiday.
3rd. Unless we did it that Thursday before the long weekend,
Just the school committee meeting.
which is not available.
Well, it is, just you and I couldn't be there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, those kids might want to watch the school committee meeting.
They
You
might.
never know.
It's a good time.
It is.
Interesting.
So that's another option, the Thursday before Veterans Day, the 9th.
Okay.
So,
But that could also be a vacation.
yeah, people might be going
Magnet.
away for that too. So it looks like November 3rd.
I wonder, because we never ended up, I know that when we talked to Sharon after the kickball in Harwich, we had talked to her about possibly doing it in Chatham, and she seemed like she was on board with it. And maybe with the location, it might lend itself to the ability for us to do some sort of kickball thing, but then the kids can go back in and have pizza. Did we do pizza? We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Or vice versa, have pizza and then go out and do kickball.
Is it
I
maybe
just
too
want.
cold? Because there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of standing in a group that big for kickball. You know, I feel like because there's so many kids, there's a lot of kids standing around, and that might be really chilly.
Well, maybe
Early
we could
November.
do rounds.
I know, I don't know, this is not the same. They did a dodgeball tournament in the community center like a couple weeks ago, so we could do that inside
Yeah.
the gym if you want to do something similar to that.
She's really good at running those too, Sharon.
Sharon, yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you want me to,
hit each other.
I can reach out to Sharon and kind of see if she has an inclination one way or the other. Just because she's been such a great support for our programs. Just, how do you feel about running a dodgeball? I kind of want to maybe feel her out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That way if she's,
Was it in Chatham or was it in Harwich?
It was in Chatham.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's-
so maybe she did it.
She's run a bunch.
No, she did. I
Yeah.
talked to
Oh.
her. That's what she said. She
Oh.
was like, yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
and then
check dates with her as well.
yeah, either the 3rd or the 9th. And I'll talk about a dodgeball tournament. That'd be a great idea.
yeah.
the only other thing that we need to check is the middle school usually has some dances.
I know when they are because we're doing them. We're not doing a 5th grade dance this year, but the Halloween one is like October 27th.
Is that the only one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should be good with that.
Okay.
All right, I'll double check with Sharon, make sure that that's a great day for them. The 3rd, primarily the 3rd, and then maybe back up for the 9th. And then we can talk to a pizza place about getting a deal. They're usually pretty good about hooking us up with a decent deal for pizzas and stuff like that, and snacks.
Where do you usually go for pizza deals? Just out of curiosity, is there like a specific place?
New England House of Pizza.
Okay.
They did it last
Neck of the
time.
woods. They did it last time. I will, and I'll talk to Stop and Shop. They did generously give us a couple of gift cards for the last event.
Yeah.
See if they can do that again. We can get, snack bags of chips and stuff.
Didn't we get the pizzas at Shaw's once too?
Those
Gotten
big
them from
rectangle
Shaw's.
ones, yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
did.
we,
We
or maybe
did,
Shaw's
yeah.
gave us gift cards and then we went back to Shaw's and bought the pizzas there or
Yeah.
something. There was some sort of Shaw's connection.
Yeah, that sounds right. And the grocery stores usually like to just donate gift cards
Yeah.
instead of product, so that makes sense that that's.
It might have
what you
been gift
recall.
cards and then
Yeah.
we bought the pizzas
Right,
there
and
because
I
they
think
were.
Shaw's does have those big.
Those giant, cheap
pizzas, yeah.
pizzas, yeah.
We can. I'm happy to look into pizza
Right,
situations.
and I'll look into the snacks at Stop and Shop.
Okay, perfect.
Anybody else have any questions or comments or additions about the fall social?
I'm happy to create a flyer and get that distributed once we confirm the dates and exactly what we'll be doing at it.
Awesome.
Yeah, can we look into making sure the art room's open to like that downstairs?
Yeah.
It usually is when they do the those events.
Yeah,
Sharon's good about that.
she puts
always
on
make
play for
I know,
us.
that
and-
model.
She's the
magic.
best.
Oh, yeah.
It's love model magic. It's like the
I
best in the
know.
world.
I can talk to Miss Hemming about getting volunteers from National Honor Society. That's actually football's still going on, right? It doesn't matter. It's just hard to get kids on.
Is there a
Oh,
game
on
that?
Friday night.
I don't even know. I can see if I can find it.
There must be a football schedule.
Well, there's definitely a game. I just don't know if it's away. It's not the football team themselves that would be volunteering. It's the people that might be
Yeah.
watching the game. I guess there's not a game. I guess the last game's October 27th, and then it says that the next one's November 22nd, and there's no games between them.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Is that like a-
Thanksgiving, that's the Thanksgiving.
Is that a thing? Do they just take like a month off and then do a Thanksgiving
Well,
game?
technically, the second to last game is the end of their season, and then the Thanksgiving one is like a special,
It's like a special game.
you know.
The
The
rivalry
bonus.
In
game.
between those weeks, our teams, if they make playoffs,
Okay.
those happen.
There we
in
go.
those first few weeks of November.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess that works out.
All right, that'd be great if you
Yeah.
get some.
So
it's
you'll
always
talk to
good
Mrs.
help
Hemian?
wrangle.
Do you need to write that down?
No.
Okay.
Text her.
Young minds.
You can also check with Interact, or I can do that.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Casey.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah, because it's, it's not
Those-
a direct overlap,
No, it's definitely not.
so we can get more kids.
Okay.
Interact.
Um,
Just get Thomas Chase and all his friends to
Yeah.
be the volunteers.
Yeah, got a bunch of sophomores for you.
Isn't it the youth version of the Rotary Club ish?
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
just about service and volunteering.
It's a volunteer. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And
They-
honestly, they do more volunteer stuff than NHS does, because Mrs. Casey gets them out to all these different events and stuff. So
Yeah, they do a lot of volunteering, and then they also raise money for various causes
yeah.
that they just donate it to.
Jackson could be a part of it.
Is it Jossum? Is it during Jossum?
Awesome clubs are hard. It's hard to want to go to a club during your 1 hour
Yeah.
break in the middle of the day.
He's really excited for his Dungeons and Dragons Jossum.
Oh.
So I don't know if he could give it up.
But don't they have
It
like
rotates.
don't
There's
they
a
have
7-day
like a
rotation,
club,
so it might not overlap.
Fair.
a club fair?
That was last week, I think.
Oh,
the club fair.
The club fair
I don't
happened
know.
already.
I think
You
I
were
missed
gone.
it. I think
Yeah.
it was on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was last
But
week.
but some clubs like the chess club's very serious. They meet every single day. So maybe Dungeons and Dragons is the same
I
way.
think that's scary. No, Dungeons and Dragons isn't every day. It's 3 days.
But yeah, chess.
He wanted to do the chess club. I think that scared him away. The every day.
It's
Ah.
well, you just
He's-
show up.
He's doing
You-
the board.
It's not that
board
serious.
club.
You can tell him it's not. You can just show up. It's
He's gonna love whatever he
fluid.
does, and if he doesn't, he'll switch it.
Yeah.
Oh
Be great.
yeah.
He's so
You just
excited.
show up to clubs in high school. It's not like middle school. You can just like appear if you want to. I'm in clubs I haven't been to in years, technically.
Cool. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was so awesome. This is off topic, but he's so excited with all the independence of high school.
It's pretty awesome.
Just-
Yeah.
He's loving it.
It's something.
That's good, that's good.
All right, any other points or anything like that for the fall social planning? No? All right, moving on, the next one's gonna be very quick. An update on Project Adventure. I did send out an email to Eric. He is on his vacation for this week. So when he gets back, we're gonna hopefully get together and have a meeting, and the town administrator, obviously, has been charged with the land, so hopefully during that meeting, we can have a conversation and maybe start looking at some parcels and some properties and get this ball rolling, and that's basically it in a nutshell.
Great.
Right, so moving on, does anybody have any new business that they'd like to bring?
I do. I would like to, sorry, I'm getting the minutes all set at the same time. Pick a regular recurring meeting date and time that we can have on the books, because I know we've been a little all over the place. And I know in talking to Jamie, Tuesdays are hard for the Channel 18 studio. Wednesdays and Thursdays, she said, are good. What we need to do is pick